Man, I feel like I haven't done one of these in forever, but what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Boogie-Ball and the Clutch. If you're new to the channel, really appreciate a sub, a comment, a like, whatever you can provide. I'd be very, very appreciative for it. If you're new to the channel in general, welcome to the Lob Mob Legion Boogie. We are live every day on Kick and Twitch. Uh, so please go drop a follow there. I'd really, really appreciate it. It's June. No flight though. Shout out to my boy Flight Reacts, FTC. Like Team Stand Up. You guys know the rest. But it's June, it's NBA final season. So we are gonna talk about the conference championships. Uh First off, Celtics versus Pacers. But before we get into that, if you're new to Boogie-Ball, it's usually thoughts, reaction, stats, highlights from your boy. Uh But early in the playoffs, YouTube decided to block one of my videos because of a camera angle, so I am doing it a little differently. So we're doing Boogie-Ball in the Clutch a little different. We're looking at stats. We're looking also at the shot chart from the whole series. Even though that might not tell the whole story, we'll kind of go through that. So let's just jump straight into it because there's really not much to talk about here. There's a reoccurring theme, but yeah. Let's look at these series averages. 190, almost 120 to 113 in favor of Boston. 41 rebounds almost to 43 for the Pacers. Pacers had 29 assists. Celtics had 26. Which that adds up. Tatum with 30, 10, and 6. Siakam with 23, 7, and 5. This series was as simple as this. Game 1, the Pacers took control. Last minute of the game, actually not even the last minute, last few minutes, both teams forgot to play basketball. It was a very boneheaded game 1. And the Pacers kind of gave it away. Boston got hot in overtime. Jaylen Brown hit a clutch shot in regulation to tie it up. Boston ended up winning. Game 2, they got cooked. Game 3, the Pacers gave away again. Game 4, the Pacers gave away. There's no other thing about it. The only thing I'll say is I will give credit to Boston for games 2 and 4 because game 4 they locked up and they just defensively made plays when they should have, when they needed to. So congrats to them for that. I'm not saying, and Tyrese Halliburton also got hurt. I don't know what black magic the Celtics are doing where every big star is getting hurt. But I mean, games 1, 3, and 4 could have gone either way. I'll tell you this, and a lot of people say this, and Celtics fans won't admit this, obviously. But the Pacers should have been up 3-1. They should have been. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, of course. I'm just saying from the perspective of a basketball fan. Boston was it was almost as if Boston was giving them the certain games. Game 1, they gave to them. They're like, here. Indiana didn't want it. Game 3. Hold on. I want to go play by play here. I want to go all the way down to the last minute. I take it back. No, Drew. No, game 3. I mean, yeah, no. The Pacers gave up game 3, for sure, and they put up a decent lead. They put up a decent lead too, and then game 4 was kind of the same way. It was very similar. It's just the Pacers kind of just giving it up, not discrediting Boston, but it was kind of the Pacers losing and not so much the Celtics winning, but they made plays down the stretch when it mattered. Unlike the Pacers who forgot to play basketball at the end of a game. I don't know what happened. Guys were playing hot until fourth quarter hit, and all of a sudden, so they got swept. Bring out the brooms, boys. Bring out the brooms. I don't want to really look too much into the stats and stuff. Just kind of looking around. Let's see anything unnoticed. Wow, 9 steals for the Celtics. 6 blocks. That's expected. 15 turnovers for the Pacers. I think that tells a big story. Only compared to the Celtics 12. 4 48% from the field to 51, and then 35 to 34, and then 80 to 82. We saw the points. We saw the rebounds. Derek White with 6.5 assists. Tyrese Halliburton with 9. And then Derek White averaged 2 blocks a game. He's a hooper. I can't even. Listen, I'm a Heat fan, but he's scary. I just want to look at the shot chart. I don't even want to look at individual. Because I feel like the Pacers did a very good job offensively. But then they forgot how to play basketball eventually. I don't know. Let's see, Horford. Derek White didn't have a good shooting series, I don't feel. Jaylen Brown, 4 for 6, 27 to 41 around the rim. That's expected. Tatum didn't have, in a sense, a good shooting series either. Drew Holiday did, though. Drew Holiday did. Shed didn't play. Pritchard didn't get a lot of shots up, surprisingly. Hauser, too. It's crazy. So Hauser just cooks up the Heat and then gets put on the bench. That's fair. I can't even be mad at that, actually. Naismith, great series from him defensively. Great series for Nembhard offensively. Shepard didn't score a lot, but he brought a lot of energy. Dougie didn't do much. Isaiah Jackson played well, and again, more than the box score shows. Miles Turner played well, especially to kind of stretch the floor a little bit when they went on those big runs. Unfortunately, they couldn't get a win. They should have had 3 wins, honestly. I'll be honest with you guys. That's not even a hate thing. It's simply a fact if you had watched the games. The Celtics were basically giving the Pacers the games until they realized the Pacers didn't want it. So, like, nah, might as well go get it. They just want to give it to us. We'll take it. Obi also good spark plug for them. Siakam had a good series. I know he didn't shoot the ball well from 3, but that mid-range area into the paint was his best friend. And TJ McConnell defensively was a beast. He loves that short corner. He loved, well, not even those. I mean, you can kind of consider both of these short corners, but he loved that around the box. Free throw non-connected boxes. He just loved those shots. He just loved getting close to the rim. Tyrese. He just got hurt. He played first game, played well. That third quarter buzzer beater kind of gave him momentum, and then things just went downhill, which sucked. But I think that the Pacers did a really good job going toe to toe with them offensively, and even defensively. The Celtics got lazy on offense, so the Pacers finding ways to kind of take advantage. It wasn't until the fourth quarter where things, like I said, the Pacers just gave it up. And with listen, I'll say this: the Celtics have played the most consistent ball this year. That's a fact. I think that the Celtics have shown signs of vulnerability, though, and I think the Pacers kind of showed that if you play a certain brand of basketball, they're beatable. And obviously they didn't get beat this series, but it was very apparent that there are holes in this Celtics team if the right group of guys come together against them. We'll see. Let's see any big numbers here. As I'm saying, there's not really much to talk about. Jaylen Brown almost averaged 30. Yeah, I mean, you got to give him credit there on 37% shooting from the 3, 52% from the field. 2 steals a game. 35 and 3 with 2 steals. That's crazy. Almost a block. They averaged almost 19, 7 and 6 with almost 2 steals on 41%. Yeah, no, Drew Holiday is good though. I think Drew would fit on. You would love to have a guy like Drew on your team. Love that free throw percentage though. Jaylen Brown just forgets how to make free throws. I don't know. Derek White, 43 and 33 on 91, 17. Look at that. They're starting five. They're starting five in double digits. Honestly, this is their scoring. Even without Porzingis, it's always their starting five. Give it up to Horford, though. Coming in for Porzingis, 13 on 46 and 39, 80% from the foul line, 7 boards, almost 2 blocks. Derek White averaged 2.3 and 2 steals. What the hell? Talk about defense. I'll fall Boston. But it would never. I can almost guarantee you guys these averages are coming in the fourth quarter. The Celtics they were not playing like this quarters 1 through 3. They're not good at finishing quarters. But when the Pacers just threw the game away in the fourth, the Celtics were like, we don't have another quarter to, not close well and then be good at the start of it. It was like, this game's over. Like, they locked in and guys were making tough shots, getting big buckets. Drew Holiday, the defensive anchor that he always is. And the rest of these guys are a bunch of nobodies. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had 7 dudes in double figures minus Tyrese Halliburton, so we had 6 dudes in double figures. They just couldn't get buckets when they mattered. The Celtics were able to get buckets when they mattered, honestly. And the Pacers are a relatively young team, outside of Siakam, and I think that Benedict Mathurin would have helped a ton. Let's see, 20%, 47.6. Nembhard had a great series, averaging 21. Oh my God, 21 and 8 on 4 boards. Yeah, he had a great series. Naismith had a great series too. Defensively more than anything, he loved that mid-range pull-up. I'll say that he really got to his spots. T.J. McConnell, defensively very good, a pest. He was a pest. He loved shooting that mid-range. Miles Turner had a great series, at least I think. But losing Tyrese and kind of giving up games 1 and I want to say games 1 and let me see. Second here. Because I wrote something about this. Give me 1 second. Yeah, game 4 really is when they. Well, no, see. Yeah, it can't be mad. Yeah, no, the Pacers just gave away these games. The Celtics clamped down. Listen, you could play absolutely awful from the defensive end of the ball, and you clamp down. Yeah, now games 3 and 4, you got to give credit to them. Game 1, Pacers really did give away. More than 3 and 4 because there's still game to be played. But you can argue, like I said, that the Pacers should have been down. Instead of down 3-1, they should have been up 3-1. That they got swept. They couldn't manage the late game, and the Celtics did. And I guess in defense of the Celtics, they would say, well, people were saying that they didn't know how to manage late game because they weren't in late game. So they were able to kind of do that as a unit. So in that case, I'll tip the cap. But the Pacers series and season is over. It was just bittersweet. These two teams really did match up well against each other. You could tell in that first game with Tyrese there. Someone who played with so much swagger. You can tell that there was this team had a chance to really compete. Look at all these guys average double figures. Like they had the recipe to kind of go toe to toe to Boston. And I would hope Celtics fans realize that the Pacers did give them a run for their money, regardless of how the series ended. But the Celtics are going to the finals. Another chance at a chip, and we shall see who steps up and how they get it done and who they get it done against, which will be, again, it's double upload, so you guys will see that very soon. So without further ado, man, I must bid you adieu. That's the end of the video. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, whenever you're watching. I'll see you on the next one. It's almost finals time. It's almost finals time. We're almost there. And we'll see how the rest of the NBA season unfolds. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.